And so I'm so grateful for this couple for spending time with me and being willing to sit down with me. So think about that as like who and it's all stuff I'm thinking about. Like, who do I want to be mentored by? What kind of people do I want to be mentored by? And of course, I'm praying about it too. Like, okay, God, like, man, please provide the right couple or guy or whatever to mentor, or families or couples or guys to mentor me in this stage of life that I'm in, because I know I'm not where I need or should be, and have a tremendous amount to grow and learn.
Welcome to the EQ Gangster podcast, where you will learn practical tools to grow your mental and emotional health and intelligence to be the best version of yourself, both at work and at home. It is real, raw, and transformational. The journey of emotional growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. I believe in you. This episode is sponsored by Arrowhead Leadership Consulting. What are your organization's biggest pain points right now? Low EQ leaders, weak managers, toxic culture, high turnover, low engagement, leader development, lagging behind company growth, no company career path. Let us know if your organization needs leadership coaching, workshops, training, or keynotes. Visit arrowhead-leadership.com for more details. Arrowhead-leadership.com.
EQ Gangsters, what's up? Hey, this episode is going to be on some reflection and the phase of life that I'm in, and maybe it will spur some thinking based on what phase of life you're in, and maybe some more questions and stuff. So I am thankful for pickup trucks. I am thankful for different sizes of pickup trucks. And I think at some point I want to have a pickup truck. I am thankful for brakes in cars, vehicles. I am thankful for engines. I'm thankful for different size engines. I'm thankful for different modes of travel. I'm thankful for bicycles and roller skates and skateboards. I'm thankful for jiu-jitsu, even though I've been out for another month or so because of my nerve injury. I'm thankful for I'm still being able to lift and work out in spite of my nerve issue that is healing. I am thankful for our country. I'm thankful for different cultures. I'm thankful for the VA hospital system for veterans. I'm thankful for all the nursing staff and medical staff. I had this awesome lady from Kenya, super lady from Kenya, and I was just asking her about Kenya and kind of about her culture and about the experience in the States and what she misses the most about Kenya, and what are some cool facts and unique things about Kenya. And anyway, it was just fun. It was fun. I love learning about different cultures. I just went to church a couple hours away and visited a couple who's very, very successful, 9-figure earners, older couple. They're probably mid to late 70s, and they had at their church they had a missionary couple from Bulgaria. I mean, it's an American couple from San Antonio that has been missionaries in Bulgaria. Fascinating story about their experience. So during the break, I went and asked them a bunch of questions about Bulgaria and about that culture. And I'm so thankful that God made so many unique, different people groups. I just love that aspect, and heaven is going to be dope because of all the different folks and cultures and languages, and that's going to be super cool. And I'm thankful for people willing to give their time. The most precious commodity that we have is not money, it's time. And this couple, they spent the last hour or two with me after lunch. At lunch after church. Just, man, what a neat couple. And so it's made me think about a couple of things. So now I'm getting into the topic here is man, I feel behind. I feel immature in so many areas of my life. It's frustrating. I feel frustrated. I feel sad. I feel disappointed. I feel bummed out. I feel a little discouraged. I feel excited. I feel hopeful. I feel convicted. I feel inspired. I feel encouraged. Did I say encouraged yet? So I'm feeling those different emotions. This couple, they've been success, and they're second generation. And his dad, the guy that I sat down with, his father started the company. And so when this guy that I met with, he grew up in already a very, very successful family. And now I'm homies. I say homies. I'm not going to say homies, but I think I could call him, we don't hang out, but he knows me, I know him. We would absolutely hang out if we had the opportunity. His son is currently running the business. His son is kind of around my age and also has never known anything but a baller lifestyle. His entire life, popped out of the womb a gazillionaire. And so, and from a wisdom standpoint, I've been on a wisdom kick for many, many years, for probably 3 decades, maybe 4 decades. Thankful, big shout out to my parents. Both my dad and mom are just two. My dad died 15 years ago, but both my mom and dad are 2 of the most curious people I've ever met in my life. My mom, who's 82, to this day, I mean, no joke, if you talk to her for 5 minutes, you will get asked at least 10 questions in 5 minutes. Double that with double the time. 10 minutes, you're going to get asked 20 to 30 questions. Just this insatiable curiosity. Now, my dad expressed it differently, but they're still both incredibly curious. Well, praise the Lord, that serves me very well in coaching. And so I of course, Proverbs, the first 4 chapters of Proverbs in the Bible, it's all about pursuing wisdom. And man, I feel behind in wisdom. So much I don't know, so much that I should know that I don't know. There's so many areas. I feel embarrassed a little bit also about how behind I feel, but just how giving and kind and generous this couple was with me and it is with me. And so here's another little phase of life that I'm in. So I'm reading this book, few books. One book I'm rereading is called Fathered by God by John Eldredge, who wrote the book Wild at Heart. If you're not familiar with Wild at Heart, Fathered by God, man, it's fire. And then I'm rereading another book called Becoming a King by Morgan Snyder. And actually, Morgan Snyder is mentored by John Eldredge. In fact, Morgan Snyder is John Eldredge's 2IC, second in command of the Wild at Heart Ministries and stuff. And so they're based out of Colorado Springs, maybe. And so I'm reading both of their books. Both of them are phenomenal writers and just very gently challenging. These books, gently challenging and convicting. And the Fathered by God book is really just making me chew on, I am really pursuing mentorship. And I really want to get some intentional time around older people, 60s, 70s, 80s, because I snap my fingers and I'm going to be there. I can't believe I'm in my 50s already, right? It's mind-boggling, and I still feel again like I said, very behind and immature, and man, I just God, what am I missing? I need to seek this out. So, spending time with these older men and women, just kind of getting their mindset under, asking them questions and stuff is kind of the phase I'm in. But And the other thing too, it's interesting is like, it's like, this is going to sound weird, so just bear with me. You know, my dad died, which I would say young, in his early 60s, 63, 64 years old, something like that, died very young. And I feel like I missed out, maybe. But I feel like, man, it's like part of me still wants to be fathered. Or so, it sounds really weird to say that out loud, but there's something like my soul like is just looking for mentorship from wiser people. And so I'm really being more intentional at seeking that out, just based on this phase of life that I'm in right now. And so I'm so grateful for this couple for spending time with me and being willing to sit down with me. So think about that as like, who, and it's all stuff I'm thinking about. Like, who do I want to be mentored by? What kind of people do I want to be mentored by? And of course, I'm praying about it too. Like, okay, God, like, man, please provide the right couple or guy or whatever to mentor, or families or couples or guys to mentor me in this stage of life that I'm in, because I know I'm not where I need or should be, and have a tremendous amount to grow and learn. And so anyway, so that's, and then also, so kind of correspondingly, it's making me chew on, well, who am I mentoring? Should I be mentoring anybody? I just feel so clueless, but anyway, who am I mentoring? Who am I adding value to? Who am I sowing into? I want to make sure that I'm sowing into people's lives as well. Now, obviously, if they want it, right? I'm not going to sow into someone's life that doesn't want it or appreciate it. But someone that wants it and appreciates it, I want to make sure that I'm being intentional at that. You know what I mean? So anyway, who would you want? Who would you want in your tribe? In fact, Tim Ferriss, world famous author, super young guy. Well, I say young, he's probably 40s maybe, but he's got a book called Tribe of Mentors. And I haven't finished it. It's been a while since I picked it up. It's a handful of years old now, but I love that concept. But who do you want in your tribe of mentors, and why? Like, write their names down. And are you willing to do homework on your tribe of mentors before even reaching out to them or connecting with them, showing that you've already taken some time, effort, energy, and inconvenience to learn about them before they invest any time into you, that you've invested time into them, so to speak, and getting to know them, and then being intentional with coming up with some specific questions that you want to ask them, and then taking notes, and then letting them know how you've acted on those notes that they shared with you, those thoughts or wisdom that they shared with you. So those are just some ideas or thoughts. And then who would want you in their inner circle? Who would want you to mentor them? Have you ever had anybody reach out to you to mentor them? And why? What does that tell about you? Or if you haven't, what does that tell about you, right? What does it say about you? And I'm not for a judgment standpoint, not good or bad, but just from a learning standpoint, being, with curiosity. And maybe you don't want to, right? Maybe, hey, I don't want to mentor anybody. I don't want to spend time doing that kind of thing. Or can you connect to an organization that may need mentorship or mentors or wisdom or something like that? But I think, man, some of the best learning happens when you're giving and sowing and teaching and mentoring. It's also very convicting, because, like, okay, do I have this stuff that I'm quote unquote preaching? Do I have this stuff right in my own life? Am I dialed in my own life in these areas that I'm quote quote unquote preaching. And so, I love, this is one of my favorite topics on the planet, this topic of mentorship. And then in the Bible, right, you got Paul mentored Timothy, and there's all kinds of mentorship relationships in the Bible. Jesus and the 12, you got big Moses and Joshua, you got Elijah and Elisha, you got all these different great mentor protege relationships in the Bible that to learn from as well. And I just need to step up my wisdom pursuit game, and I need to step up my relationship development game, and I need to step up my mentorship game, are for sure a few areas that I need to invest more time and attention into. So let me know. I'd love to hear if any of those thoughts resonated. Again, if this could help somebody else out, please zap it to them, zap the episode to them. Thank you for all my YouTube folks, all my podcast folks, whether Spotify, iTunes, whatever platform you listen. Follow me on LinkedIn. I post a lot of content on LinkedIn as well. And just, again, super grateful, y'all. Super grateful. This journey is so humbling because of the amount that there is to not just know, but apply. There's a difference, right, between knowing and applying. There's a chasm between knowing and applying. So thank you for letting me be a part of this journey. Emotionally healthy leaders help heal other people emotionally. And emotionally healthy leaders create emotionally healthy organizations, which lead to optimized results, outcome, performance, and engagement.